Good morning, everyone. Welcome to SlimChat. I was going to say Diet Rocks, but it is. But that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, my goodness. Woke up this morning full of allergy. No idea why. Just sneeze, sneeze and sniff, sniff. Really annoying. Not that it's bothering me much. I've taken an antihistamine. Just waiting for it to work. We've got to go out soon, which is great. I'm going to see my Paul for the first time in ages. See my son. He's my eldest and he lives in Ashford. And obviously with all of the restrictions, it's not like Mike and Gemma where I could have just met up for a quick walk because they live around the corner. And I've seen them because of it. Or, you know, at one point they just came and said hello or whatever just through the window, things like that. I haven't been able to do that with Paul, so it's actually been a while and I'm looking forward to seeing him and picking up Harley from nursery school and seeing him. He's not at proper school yet, he's just at a nursery group. So yesterday went shopping in Maidstone with Gary and Charlotte and River, who's gorgeous, and I got to push the stroller, as I said, on Crochet Rocks. And because we were out, we went out for Nando's, which used to be one of my favourite places to eat. And so many of our favourite eateries have gone under. Like if I went out with Mike and Gemma, Mike's favourites were always Chiquito, which was kind of Tex-Mex, and then Bella Italia, which obviously is Italian. So they're both gone. I think there's still a bit of a Frankie and Benny's around, but although they used to be a long time ago one of our favourites, but they're not so good these days. So I think there's still a few Frankie and Benny's around. I've seen the when they were doing takeaways, which is a bit weird because they're owned by the same people, but because they've been around longer, maybe they had more profit to last. I don't know. Anyway. Nando's survived and it's a chicken joint, so it's brilliant for me with low carb in. And I was a bit nervous of going, not because of COVID or anything like that, but because things are not tasting right for me. And I thought I'd hate to go in there and it tastes that horrible taste that I've been getting and doesn't taste as it normally would. But you know, there's a bit of a shortage of places that you can eat when you're doing low carb. You can pop in maybe a Wetherspoons or a place that does a mixed grill and have that and just get rid of all the things like onion rings and chips. But I didn't want that because they're usually quite tough as well. They're not the best cuts of meat. Sometimes you're lucky to get a soft one, but... And not only that, I don't know if that would taste bad as well. So we said, no, let's do it then. We ventured into Nando's and I didn't have as much as I normally would. For one thing, I'm out of the practice of that and I don't eat as much. My appetite's gone down a little bit, so I couldn't have eaten it all. And the other thing, I didn't know if it was going to taste right, so I didn't want to go ordering loads of stuff. And it takes me forever to get it down because, you know, obviously I have pain, so it's a lot longer, which is in a way not a bad thing because you're taking longer to eat it. You would think that means then you chew it better, but it doesn't. Quite often, if it's hurting, I'll just try and get rid of it, swallow it. But depending, you know. Anyway, it was not the taste that I remember, but it was nice. It was, I mean, they do a mayonnaise that I absolutely love. It's very lemony. And so and she gave me loads of them, so they're in the fridge. But I wouldn't say the flavour was as perfect for me as it always has been. I don't know if they've changed the recipe or if it's my taste buds. And I'm hoping that all gets back to normal at some point. But it didn't taste horrible. That is the main thing. So I just had a little pot of halloumi cheese, which I believe across the pond they call bread cheese. And it's nothing like bread though. And I had 2 pieces of chicken, so I had a leg and a breast. And that was it. That's all I had. But I was full up and that's cool. But it was nice to eat out, actually sitting inside a restaurant, you know. not sitting in the garden somewhere shivering in the corner with your jacket on. Or when the sun comes out thinking, whew, it's hot, take this off. Then it's cold again, put it back on, which is usually part of the course. And it's a good thing as well, because this week it's rain, rain, rain. But one thing I did get a bit cheesed off about is every time you go into a shop, you've got a greeter standing there, says, can you sanitize your hands? And sometimes they won't let you in the shop unless you do it. And it's really annoying because you might have sanitized as you went into the previous shop and sanitized all on the way out. Or you might have just been to the loo, washed your hands completely thoroughly, and then they want you to sanitize. So the last shop I went in, she said, oh, can you sanitize? And I went, no. I'm sorry, I've just done it as I've left the last shop. She said, but, you know, can you do it again? I went, no. I said, I've just done it as I left that shop. I've not touched anything at all. There is no point. Well, can I get you to wash your hands then? I went, no, I'm not, because it was Lush. So they have this little bowl and I went, no, I told you, I've just sanitized. I don't need to wash them or sanitize. I'm just fine, thank you very much. Because, you know, not that I begrudge being scrupulously clean in this day and age, but if I sanitize them too much, my hands crack and they get sore. And then I struggle for ages to get rid of it. And I thought, you know, I'm not a child. I don't want to catch that vile disease again. I'm not going to do anything that puts myself or anyone else at risk. I'm an adult. I can choose for myself when it's appropriate for me to wash my hands. And I know they have to be careful because not everybody's got that kind of ethic, you know. Some people are just scummy and they'll just go through life spreading. I don't do that, you know. But it really bugged me. I must have sanitised my hands about, well, 15 times yesterday, going in and out of various shops, maybe more. And then I actually went to the loo at one point, so obviously I washed my hands, well, twice. Washed my hands because I went to the toilet. So I'm going to have to find my helping hands, or working hands rather it's called, and start using it again because I'm doing it again today. So no doubt there'll be greeters trying to get me to sanitise the life out of my hands as soon as I go in a shop or out of a shop. And some probably won't allow me to go in their shop unless I do it yet again. So if I want any skin left, I need to find my cream. But that kind of bugs me, you know. It's not that I understand why they're doing it, but for me, I just don't want the sores back. And, you know, it's not like I hadn't done it. I know they can't prove that, but they should just take my word for it. So yeah, getting to see my son. I'm so excited to see him today. Been looking forward to it for a long time. Yesterday I did some videos. I got a left-handed tutorial that was popping up today over on Crochet Rocks, and I've also got a little yarn haul. But I also have a new little piece of apparatus that I bought while I was out. I'm really, really excited about this. It's brilliant for vloggers. And, well, it's brilliant anyway for just taking your own videos, I guess you'd say. I don't want to give too much away. But this little gadget, gizmo, whatever you want to call it, I'm looking forward to using it for the first time. And I did that video and put it up on Rocksteady. So if you haven't already subscribed to Rocksteady, please do. Give me some love. Give me some subscribers. I'm really now trying big time to build up my subscriber count and my watch hours on this channel and on Rocksteady, because otherwise YouTube are going to monetize them and pocket every bit of the money from my creations, which I don't think is fair. You know, as I mentioned on Crochet Rocks, if they want to do that, then take away the stipulation of what you need to be monetized. If they want to monetize any video whatsoever, regardless of whether you've got 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours, then share the money with the creators that are doing it. It's not really fair otherwise, I don't think, anyway. My 2p. I won't say too much because I've said it already on Crochet Rocks, and I know a lot of you do watch both. So, movie quote of the day was a little bit more tough yesterday, I have to say. It was, when you're reaching for a star, there's a long way to fall. And it was actually Steve Martin from Roxanne. I used to love that movie. And Paula Farrell, Jane, Licorice's mum, and Shirley Cross got that right. And Jane, you're getting up there with Linda Fairbrother, I tell you. So this one is so apt for me today. I had to say it. Well, it's been 6 months and you said I could see my son. Well, it's been 6 months and you said I could see my son. So I'm sure it's probably been 6 months for me and I'm going to see my son. So unlike this person, I actually am going to see my son. What movie's that? It's one of my favourites. Absolutely. There's million movie quotes that I could give you from that one. And the others in that little franchise. I don't know why they call it a franchise. Bit of a strange... I think of a franchise as a business where somebody else runs it. So why the heck a movie would be that? Beyond me. Anyway, got to get off, upload this. I think I've said all I needed to say. Probably eating out again today because we're out all day. Might even be another Nando's on the horizon, don't know. I'm very limited with my choices and I could eat chicken every day, so it doesn't really bother me. So I'm going to upload these and get out, go see my son. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care, and don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel or to Rocksteady, please do. Give it a thumbie. And let's stop YouTube in their tracks. Bye for now, everyone.